Hey guys, I'm back. Yeah, that's all you need to know for now. I can't really do a big update in this video because I have a really long trick to get to. The trick itself isn't that long. I think it's like 2 minutes or 3 minutes from what I filmed in the past. But the tutorial is pretty long, so let's dive right into it. The spectator can select any card. Say they select the 6 of spades, or they can tap it, whatever. The 2 of hearts will be my card, and the 6 of spades will be their card. I'll leave my card in the middle, and I will leave their card on top. But if I brush, now their card, the 6, has turned right in to my 2, okay? Their 6 being nowhere near the bottom, or the middle, for that fact, okay? Well, look, if I take the 2, and I give it a turnover and tap, now look in the middle. There's one card, face down, along with my 2. That's your 6. Okay? Well, look, having one card in the middle and having my 2 on the top, if I take them and I give them a little bit of a snap, now I have one. Oh, wait. Okay. There's still a card in the middle and there's still a card on top. Wait, maybe my snap did do something. Look, in the middle is now your 2, my 2, and on the top is your 6. Sorry about this performance, guys. It's not as good as I would like it to be because I haven't really used cards that much. But yeah. So I'm going to place my card right into the middle face down, alright? Look, I'm going to take your card, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it out of the middle. I'm just going to give it a rub, okay? And eventually, if you watch closely, it'll start to look a lot like the 2, okay? Well, look, I can show you that the 6 is not under the 2, nor is it near under the 2. Look, if I turn the deck over, here I have the 2. If I take the 2, and I just give it a little bit of a flick, it turns right in to the 6. And that's the trick. Let's learn it. I gotta be kind of quick about this tutorial. Let me let you know the things that you're going to need to know how to do for this. I will give mini tutorials in the video, but I won't actually give the full tutorial, so you might want to go and look it up or something if you don't quite understand how I explain it. Okay? Sorry if my performance was a little bit sloppy. I've been really sick lately, and that's my update, pretty much. Phone broke. I film off my phone. Got a new phone. I had pneumonia for a while, and yeah. So prerequisites for this trick, or things that you're going to need to learn how to do. Either the duck change, okay? I'm not very good at this change, so sorry if I'm going to make myself look retarded like I just did, okay? So I'm not too good at that change, but, you know, there's a variation that you can use right here, and it looks something like that, alright? I've seen people use this change before instead of the duck change. However you want to do it. Okay, so you need to learn one of those two. Sorry, I'm not the best at the duck change. I try, but I barely learned the slight, or whatever you want to call it, the change. You're going to have to go back into my channel and look up the gravity control, because you are going to have to know how to do that for part of the trick, okay? The gravity control is not the Herman pass or Hermit pass, whatever. It's not that. It's a variation on it that I made, making it my own original control. You'll need to learn the brick change, which looks something like this, and I'll give a mini tutorial, okay? Sorry, that was like an epic fail. Looks something like that. Okay, turning a card into a different thing. You'll need to know how to do a double lift. Alright. You'll need, what's the other thing? You'll need to know how to spread some cards. And really, you might need to know how to do the Herman pass, okay? Which looks like that. Okay, and once you do it, if you do it right, it should not even be catchable. Alright? So turn the cards over facing up. You can have the spectators go ahead and mix up these cards however they want. Okay. Now go ahead and have the spectator tap any card. If they tap a red card, you go through and you pick a black card for you. Alright? So if they tap the 6 of diamonds, note when you spread the cards and they tap a card, keep the packet spread and move this card under your thumb like this. Alright? It makes it a bit easier for you to explain because the edge of these cards will point to it. Then when you square up, when you go to square up, you can easily perform the gravity control right there. Alright? So go ahead and spread out the packet and have them select a card. Say they select the 7 of hearts. Move it to the top. Tell them that that'll be their card. Move 2 or 3 cards down, however far you need to find the opposite colored card. So in this case, I'll use the 3 of spades. Okay, so 7 of hearts will be your card, and the 3 of spades will be mine. I'll explain that to them. Square up, come into it, and this is where you need to know the gravity control. Alright, the gravity control looks something like this under the cover of the hands. Okay, so let's go over a mini tutorial on this. If you're really going to have to go back and look on my channel for my tutorial on this, because it's the best way to explain it. But the idea is that you get a pinky break, and you kind of turn it into like a rather large side break on the deck, like this. And you grip it, you grip this packet with your ring finger, drag the card out with your fingers. Okay, that part won't be visible. This is kind of dramatic, but yeah. Okay, and the card should be on the side like this now. At which point you're going to clamp down on this side with your thumb, grabbing onto the packets, and wave the card over it. Okay, so that's the mini tutorial on that. Now I would have just done that right there, but I just realized that I put my card in the middle too. Okay, so show them that your card is now on top and their card. You can't really flash the bottom card yet because you haven't done the Cardini change. Cardini change is basically the same thing, except you're going to be pulling the card to the bottom, and rather than waving it over, you just have to pull it to the bottom like this. Okay. In order to do this, you get the same type of break. Slip your fingers in, pull it off to the side, and pull it down like this. It'll make the card face the opposite direction. Okay. Now you can show off all the cards and then just like go to almost the very last card. Okay. At this point, you're going to, however you want, grip the card and mix up these cards. You can do a one-handed cut. You could do a secret cut that nobody sees. Whatever. I prefer to do just tell them that I'm going to mix up the cards and grab the card like so, clenched in between these 2 fingers and with my thumb, and then just mix it up however I want. Okay, turn the card over and tap it, and explain to them that now another card has turned face down. Show them that it's their card. Get this into their head that your card is on top and their card is in the middle. This can be a very, very, very strong part of the effect if you do it correctly. Okay, so really get that into their head. At this point, you're going to say, I have 1 card in the middle and 1 card on top. And the reason you want to divert and start talking about this and act like you messed up, it can get kind of old sometimes, but it's almost a requirement for this trick. Okay? Because you're going to perform the Herman pass at this time. Herman, I don't know. And what you do for that is you have a pinky break, and you curl in your index finger, lift up this packet, and extend your index finger, dragging the whole packet off to the side. Okay? And then it's just the gravity control, basically. Okay, so you're going to have to perform this, and what I usually like to do is I say I have 1 card on top and 1 card in the middle. At this point, when I'm squaring up, I perform the Herman pass, and I drag it off to the side, bring my hands down, and snap, and then bring it back up. This is the best way to cover it up, I believe. And I'll tell them now I have 1 on top and 1, wait. See, what that does is that kind of diverts on why you pulled the cards away and snapped, okay? It just kind of helps. Then you gotta act confused because there's still a card in the middle, except say, wait, my snap did do something. Show that your card is now in the middle and their card is on top. Okay? Turn their card over however you want. Put your card into the middle and perform another Cardini change. This will make the card the same direction as the rest of the deck. At which point you're going to get a pinky pull down to do so. You just drag your pinky along the bottom until you come to a card, and then you get a pinky break. Transfer that pinky break into a thumb break like so. What I generally like to do is if I curl in my index finger and I pull down with my pinky, it gets a break right here, if you can see that. And the idea is that if you grab a break right there, okay, should be pretty square on this side, but if it's a whole break right there, that way when you do the cut, the idea of the break change is that you're dropping the card, okay? You're just like circling over one time really fast to drop the card. And if you're trying to drop it from the back up, sometimes, see how that just happened? The card can get caught on these fingers. So if you have a kind of a break off to the side, like so, it makes it a lot easier, okay? So the brick change, what you're going to do is this card will be on the bottom. This card will be on the top. you get your pinky break, and then if you want to do that bigger break, you can. Cut the cards. Rub about half the packet, okay, in this type of motion. Then, what you're going to do is you're going to kind of just like drop the card. You're going to circle over it once and drop the card, right? This will take some practice, but it looks really nice once you do it, because they think you're only rubbing about half the packet, so when the card changes, it looks pretty amazing, okay? Then you move this whole packet to the top, and now you're going to perform a double lift, okay? At this point, you'll turn over the 2 cards and explain to them that they are 1. What I usually like to do is the Stuart Gordon double lift. It looks something like this, but it's not a requirement. You can do a normal double lift. You can come back from the side, get your break, turn it over like this, then grab the cards, move them to the top, or the bottom in this case. Okay? So however you want to do it, just turn the cards over and move them to the top. Okay? Now explain to them that their card is nowhere near the bottom, and turn the packet over. Try to keep it square because you don't want to flash their card. At this point, you're going to need to learn how to do the KM move, and what that does is it removes a card off of a double lift. Alright? So in order to do this, all you do is take the cards, drag them off to the side. Right here, with these fingers, you're going to grip that card, and you're just going to pull off that one card with your thumb. What you do is a wrist kill. So once you get to this position, you do a wrist kill, and then you pull the deck away and swipe it with your thumb. Okay? So let's go to that. Right here. It'll be right here. I usually just put my thumb kind of bending this side. And then you're just going to kind of push with your index and middle finger and pull with your thumb. So that this way, in the wrist kill, they won't be able to see it. Alright? Get a break, push off break like so. Pick up both cards and perform the duck change, or the variation on it that I showed earlier. It looks something like that. Okay? In order to do this, all you do is just grip the card like so, or the cards, and bend in your index finger and kind of apply pressure to flip them over. And then the duck change, you just apply pressure like so, and it flips the cards over. I don't want to drop the cards, so yeah. You can go look up a more detailed tutorial on the duck change in a different video. I'm sorry I can't give a very detailed description. This is already a very long video. I'm back, guys. Thank you.